Hey there, this is the finale of Fungeons and Flagons, the Arcane Academy. What's up? It is the moderator here. A little nervous about this. Hopefully it's going to go well because we've got to wrap up this story. We've got guests up the wazoo as well. You aren't going to see this coming. You have no idea what's going on, but we are live on Twitch and YouTube right now. A big hello to everyone who is watching on both. Thank you so much, Nath, for using your bits to highlight a comment. Hi to Rav and AJ Carson happening on the YouTube page. Hey, just going to put it out there. Thank you for funding Fungeons and Flagons, and thank you to all the Patreon backers for making this season possible. Matter of Dragons has just donated 25 subs right now. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm on the cusp of crying already, so if you keep doing stuff like that, there will be tears. This is when I'm supposed to tell you that we are live at 6 p.m. every Monday, but this is the last episode. But I will tell you that all of the episodes for this season do live on youtube.com/geekbum. Give that a sub if you haven't. There's a playlist for you ready to go, as well as the previous 2 seasons. So if this is where you are diving in to the Fungeons pool, there's 2 other seasons that you can watch that are actually a little bit different because they're in person, BC, before COVID. Hi to Seltzer, who you guys know is Emerald as well. She's in the chat right now. Oh, this is so cool. This is all happening because of our Adventure Pass holders and DM Pass holders. We added 2 new Patreon tiers this year. The adventurers were assisting with the story and the surges. The DM Pass holders helped brainstorm every single week. A few leftover rerolls are available. But just a reminder that 3 rerolls are up for grabs. So any of the characters can ask for a reroll up to 3. But because there's going to be around 3 or more people, you only get 1 each. So Hector and Kate, you only get 1 reroll. Use it wisely. So let's thank those DM Pass holders. We got Justin, Michelle, Jimmy Sprinkles, the Void Sorcerer, MrPiratedancer, Zombie Squirrel, Nag88, Skylar Van, G Blink 16, Thierry, dvkJoe, Vaden, DKTE, Seb__X, Isaac, Stormshanks, Catniss, Adam Tulos, Nathan, Swap, Terry, who is a little weird guy, Alex, Matt Aarons, who's back for this year. So great to have you. He's the one who's just sub 25 in the chat. Thank you. So great to have you back here. And of course, Caitlin, aka Spectrum Game S, is who you should set up a whisper with if you are in the chat right now, so that when you do want to do a reroll, you can shoot them off a message that states who the reroll is for and which what it was for, to help us all out. I have an earbud in here, and I hope I have someone on the other side of this. I don't. Oh yeah, I do. I will. Adam's going to be there in a second. And just full transparency for all Patreon backers, we will be holding on the tiers until December, the next payment, because we work backwards. You get the stuff and then you pay, and then you get the stuff and then it's weird. Hey, I'd like to welcome back our series regulars. We've got designer at Secret Door / Dreamhaven, Kate Welsh, and we have host extraordinaire and comic book aficionado, Hector Navarro. Hello, my lovelies.
Hello, darling.
Hi, how are you feeling about this?
Mixed bag. Feeling a little sad. I'm very, very excited though for our 2 question mark and 3 question mark.
Oh yeah, so you don't know this, but in the Zoom call right now, we have 2 people lurking. And yeah, you don't know. I
have no idea who they are. So far, I've guessed John Travolta, but that wasn't based on a lot of information.
No, best of luck to you. Also, I mean, we'll do the recap with art, thanks to @TerryTrinArt on Instagram. Foreign Bacon, if he's in the chat, he did moderator art. He's done all the character design and recap art. So we'll take a look back at what happened last episode just to reestablish how fucked you guys are. All right? Cool. Previously on Fungeons and Flagons. Upon returning from their final task to retrieve the shard of an ancient tablet, Readville greeted Elaine Brumhild and Carrington Behrman with excitement. He had to perform an overnight spell to charge the shard for the graduation ceremony the following day, and was not to be disturbed. Armed with tasks to prepare for their graduation, the remaining students, including Emerald, Magenta, Depeche busily got to work. The next morning, Magenta discovered that Depeshniffle was dead in the library. Carrington's shield was laying nearby and a window was open. Someone in the academy is a murderer. And it was up to these students to find out who. Elaine was apparently in bed asleep all evening. Magenta and Emerald were cleaning the bathrooms. Broomhild was making a sandwich after finishing decorations in the main hall with Elaine, and Carrington was in the kitchens cooking until he bailed with Lamps, getting drunk in the stables. There are all the tasks. Oh, that's right. And also Carrington Behrman got real emotional making bread. It turns out it was pretty hard. And Magenta and Emerald did not like cleaning the bathrooms. But look at the teamwork between Broomhild and Elaine. Isn't that the sweetest thing? They're the two best friends that anyone ever had. Stormshanks, thank you so much. We're just going to interrupt really quickly for gifting 10 subs in the community. Woo-hoo. Really appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Bread can be such a bitch. And that is a direct quote. So who was the murderer? After a lot of discussions, accusations, and some searching of the school, Atlas's body was found in the classroom, nearly hidden in a portal in a cupboard. It was here that fingers were being pointed, and it was revealed that Emerald and Magenta were both the killers, secretly working for Readville. This art is my favorite that I have seen. Terry, you are amazing. That is right, because Headmaster Readville was actually charging up the ancient shards to open a portal to his home dimension, one where Emerald and Magenta could walk into to retrieve power and glory and all things promised to them, because their little deal with Readville was struck up. And coming outside of that portal, coming from that realm into this, is an entire army slowly marching into the academy. What will our F grade students do? Wow. Let's find out on the Fungeons and Flagons finale.
You introduced us as F grade students. We don't get to go very far.
Will our F grade students do? That's right. So just to re-establish the scene, this is a little map that we have of the main hall in the academy. As you can see, 3 shards have been activated to reveal and to open a portal in the middle. So this is the grounds that we remember, and that is where the portal has currently been activated with the shards. They're kind of all connected there. But in this particular main hall, you see Carrington's corpse laying on the ground with all of his energy and magic and essence being sucked out of him so that he is just a decimated corpse there. Readville had activated the tattoos and the crest to enforce a force field outside. So the stuff that was keeping people from outside coming in, it's now keeping the people inside from going out. And Readville is standing there, his usually twinkling kind eyes, and this sweet old man starts kind of warping and changing in front of you and says, Magenta and Emerald were easily swayed by power. It was so easy to recruit them. But you believed this kind old man in this body, Readville. And he clicks his fingers. And the words Readville, READEVILLE, start to appear and float in front of you. Hector, are you trying to figure it out? All right, I'll wait. Maybe this is the only thing that you'll be able to figure out.
I bet his real name is Deerville.
Evil dream.
Oh, right.
Evil.
The words start flitting around. And
evil devil.
Evil leader.
I right. Evil leader. I was going to get there.
Readville is evil leader.
No, it's great. It's very good, Maude. Very, very good.
Thank you.
And that's our show.
And he says, this is just a form that I've taken on, my real identity. And with that, this illusion of Readville disappears and his true identity is revealed. And this is what Readville looks like.
Oh, no. Who could have seen it coming?
I should have known.
Oh, my God. We've had so much character development since then.
Oh, trust me, I know. Wow. I've been paying quite attention. Good attention.
So this has been
A lot of
Readville the
attention.
entire time.
Wait, but what about... No, I've got little questions. Number
Can't
one...
wait.
Good, thank you. Number one, who was Readville before? He seemed quite nice. Where's he? Where's real Readville?
It was me. Okay, my God, it's going to take a lot longer than I thought. So
You're already going to need to slow down.
I am Readville. There is no Readville. It's just Voldred. It's not even really Voldred, by the way. Also, I can't even begin to pronounce my name in a way that your ears could be able to hear.
You can't even begin?
That's what it is.
Nor do I want to
Broomhild,
take
see,
the
I figured it
time.
out. It's time travel. See, that's how he was able to be in two places at once, as Readville and as
No,
Voldred.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
of
no.
course,
See,
of course, of course.
again, this is why you get the Fs in this is why I was able to unfold this entire plan this entire time directly underneath your noses. You couldn't even begin to see that it was I, a master of illusion, that was the puppet master of this entire charade.
I feel like I figured it out a few weeks ago, but I've just been going along for the ride because I didn't know what else to do.
Just going on for the ride, just seeing where this leads.
Oh,
Just
yeah. Yeah,
might as well.
when you start to get real weird about tablets.
You find out exactly who's the evil villain, and you just go,
That's right.
more
yeah,
interested to
I believe her.
see where this goes.
I believe her, absolutely. Yeah.
I would also like to. It's showing your intelligence. Not only are you not able to see who I am, but also the fact that your friend is dead, still very much at your feet.
Yeah, that's true. Why did you have to kill him? Couldn't you have just turned him evil or made him a follower?
I'm going to point out again. The words are still floating in the air. Evil leader, not beneficial or gracious leader.
Okay.
Lovely leader. Evil, literally in the name, evil leader. I thought it was quite obvious.
It is.
Oh.
It's very obvious.
No,
Broomhild.
of course I killed him,
Yes.
and for good reason. Well, just as I need your magic, I needed his. Some magic is easy to extract, others is a bit more of a challenge. I wonder what you'll be.
We're very much in trouble, Broomhild. We are in trouble because, as I said before, he can travel through time, so he already knows how this is going to end.
Ooh,
Very,
You
very
can
clever.
hear the
Elaine.
clanking of metal and a drum beat, and a large army is marching and seems to be making its way from his dimension, his plane, into this one. And you can hear the sound of their footsteps getting closer.
You don't. I wouldn't do this along with them. This is not a good thing. It's quite foreboding what's happening right now. You hear that, the thunderous hooves of countless horses and marching of many more feet and banging of. I don't know how many drums there are, but there's quite a few because we have a whole drum brigade. But more than that, I mean, with swords and spears and pretty sure some shields and rocks and all sorts of things. It's an army. It's an army that is bearing down on this pitiful existence and heading straight for you.
An army that has been collected throughout time. Again, Broomhild.
You're still stuck on the time. It's not really the point. That's really time It's not so much of a key component to what's happening right now. It's more the fact that there's an interdimensional portal that's behind you or behind me, and there's a dead person that I can steal their magic. Do you understand? I need this magic to open portal. That open portals is not so much about the time as it is just like I can go dimensions. Bit more impressive than time. We look at time and go, oh, time. Time's really a construct if you think about it. It's not even real. Dimensions, that's the future. But there is no future. There is no past.
I rest my case. Will we have to close that portal? Broomhild?
However will you do that?
It's just our luck to have gotten a villain who's a flat timer. Listen, do you feel at all qualified to deal with this threat on any level whatsoever, Elaine?
You're talking to me. No, of course not. But what other choice do we have, Broomhild? We have no choice. None. Oh. 9.
Well,
I forgot about that. I'm sorry. It's not.
Yeah. Yes.
I've got a bit of a cold. I was wrestling with the dragon COVID for 2 weeks. Anyway, it's not only me you'll be dealing with. No. I brought along some friends. And with that, he begins to summon. The air around him begins to move. I'm doing my own narration for some reason. I'm not.
Why would
I'm
I do
actually
it?
saying these words out loud in front of them.
Why on earth would Maude do it, please?
Yes. I like to narrate my very own action. Gifted speaker. I even move my hands. I don't really need to do this. It's actually just a push of a button over here. But I'd like to move my hands around, and as I do, the air begins to change. It goes from cold to hot to bright to dark to humid to a bit dry, actually, if you were in the desert. And before you begins to see the forms of a giant toad and a giant spider.
Oh, no.
And a golden boar.
And each of these 3 take position in front of the shard.
Exactly.
And acts as a guardian to stop you from getting close.
Took the words right out of my mouth. They guard the
I feel like
shards.
I have to, there's some sort of point. You're doing so well.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about that?
Yes, please. Let's talk about our feelings right now. How do you feel about that?
I'm terrified.
Don't fall for Broomhild.
Terrified. I love terror.
He's distracting us, asking about our feelings. That's not important. Don't get distracted.
Not entirely true, because
No. I genuinely want to know, how does this feel? How does this make you feel?
Doesn't like the snorting sounds of pigs, and Elaine doesn't like things that hop, if I recall.
Yes, we're
reminding you of these things. You nailed it.
From
yes, that's right. I said I did not like toad. That's right. Okay.
A toad is before you, my friend. Oh, no.
Serge.
Both of us. All right.
Yeah, because
Oh, nice. I feel good about that. I got 15.
17.
Okay, all right.
Terrible numbers.
The 15.
Good.
In my plane, we don't do math.
True Spawn Chris says, get in, loser. We're going shopping. Players' magical outburst burns off their current attire and outfits them in however the player wants. Note, this includes clothing, physical appearance, hair color, etc., but can only provide minor advantages or upgrades. So you can't suddenly have an invisibility cloak or an enchanted sword, but your armor is now gone, and you get to choose what it is.
Well, it would seem that the most beneficial position I could find myself in is in this cool new army. So I'm gonna, I guess, try to outfit myself in like whatever comes to mind as what an evil soldier would wear, like solid black with the red piping, a lot of spikes on the shoulders.
We rejected that look. No.
That's what? No.
Didn't like it. It was the spikes.
Oh, it's the spikes. Okay, no spikes.
The cost was astronomical, actually.
There's a subtle. It has no mechanical impact, but I have like a fog coming off me now. It's like a fog machine.
I like the fog. That's got good
I
touch,
thought you
actually.
would. Thought you would. Thought you like that touch.
Fantastic.
Fog,
Cool,
touch of fog.
evil, spiky armor. And the 17, so thank you, Chris, to that one. You have no idea. And the 17 for Elaine is Dragon's Blessing. The player can choose to have Dragon's Breath. Well done, Maude.
Go with the first one.
I like, yeah.
Dragon's Dress.
Dragon's
Dragon.
breath.
I'm bragging about my draft here. Dragon wings or dragon scales.
How is that even a choice?
This is from her key. You
Pretty
can either
cool.
have dragon breath, dragon wings, or dragon scales. What would you like?
When you say dragon breath, does that include fire?
Yes.
Hmm.
Dragon wings, does that include the ability to fly?
Yes.
When you say dragon scales, does that include some sort of an armor?
Dragon's ability to weigh.
Yes.
Okay, right. Right. They're so good at that. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the one that I think Broomhild wants me to pick, which is
Can't wait.
Dragon
Get there.
Breath. Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath.
Yes.
Fantastic. So you can thank Herky for that one. You now are blessed with dragon breath. Continue. That was you were supposed to be scared, but you rolled very well. And now the sight of your nemesis Toad and the giant spider, who looks a little young, looks 20 years younger. So
She's looking fresh. Yeah.
looking good for a time.
Girl, what are you doing to those legs? They look amazing.
With cool shoes on. To add insult to injury, and a golden boar. They were supposed to scare you, but they are still standing sturdy and guarding the shards.
So this is good news and bad news, Broomhild. What do you want to hear first?
Oh, always good news.
Good news is I think we have a chance, because if we didn't, Voldred, or whatever his name is, would not bring out animals to guard the shards. The guardians of the shard, the shardians.
Shard guards.
The shard guards.
Shardians.
Which means that if we can somehow bypass those animals and
I haven't
destroy
shardioned for so long.
the shards, then we can destroy this portal. Bad news is the likelihood of us pulling that off is pretty low.
I don't think the first thing qualifies as news, really. It's just sort of an observation. The
Right.
second part is news.
Good
The
point.
second part is true news.
Okay,
First part,
newsflash.
just the thing you think.
Newsflash, this just in. That hurt my feelings a little bit, Broomhild, but that's true. It's, yeah, true facts.
All right, well, what do we do? We run, I look amazing. I'll fit right in with whatever's coming through that portal.
I think one of us has to keep distracting Voldred.
Oh, with what?
I don't know.
I'll guess, you know what I'll do? I'll ask him some question about himself. He'll be busy for hours.
Yes.
Hey,
Anyway, meanwhile, I'm burning a
Pass
toad.
on to your next roll. Yeah.
I am so glad I didn't take a drink right before this. Good night, everybody. There is, again, the beating of drums and the pounding of hooves that are bearing down on you.
You know what? Yeah, they are considerably closer.
Oh,
You hear that? Considerably.
Considerably.
Not even
That was a
it's
16.
a
I
relative
just
term,
rolled.
but considerably.
That was a
how big is
16.
this
You're
toad?
not sweating. There should be at least some perspiring.
I don't know how to put it in your terms that you would understand, but the name giant toad implies you can glean a lot from that.
Well, my best friend is a Goliath, so, you know, I have new ideas of what big is.
best
I'm
friend.
going to use my fire breath
Wouldn't be
on
a
the
pet.
toad.
Wouldn't be a pet. Put it that way.
Fuck it. The
Wouldn't be a
giant
pet.
toad attacks. Boom. It was you, Elaine, that was scared of the toad?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
cool. That's right. Because you're a nightcrawler. This toad, like in that scenario, zlip, pokes its tongue out and just bitch slaps you with its tongue.
Oh.
And it's a 12, so it hits. It just knocks the silly out of your face. Yeah.
Ouch.
And it just goes, oh.
Newsflash, that hurt.
We're not. We don't really want to watch the news anymore. Actually, no more
Breaking-
news flashes.
My face hurts.
Well, I'm distracted. I'm trying to distract Voldorn and
Voldred.
yep.
I chose it for your convenience. My name you could not even begin to possibly be able to pronounce. I'll say it for you. The sound of it will bring you to shrieking fear. It is Gary.
all
Strikes here in your heart, doesn't it?
You all take psychic damage.
Oh God.
See?
Roll.
18.
Yeah. Ooh, you're no good for a little bit.
Nice.
9. And I don't mean no, I mean I rolled a 9.
Yeah, this hurts you, Elaine.
Oh, that's the ugliest name I've ever heard. It makes no sense in my brain cosmically. I don't understand how those sounds could be put together.
There's something else that you didn't realize, Elaine. Weird every time I say it. The frog. Its tongue, as it slapped across your face and slapped the silly out of you, left a large whelp on the right side of your face that's beginning to swell. Then a bulbous red mass begins to hemorrhage from the side of it. The fever already spreading through your body.
Oh no, that sounds bad.
It was a poison frog, is what I mean.
Gotcha.
It's got the ability poison,
No,
basically.
Troy, you do have to spoon feed them from time to time.
It's bad. Not good.
I can't.
While
Quite
this is
allergic, heavily allergic.
Is there a frog here?
There's a giant toad.
Really big.
Got
Not
it.
even a
Got it.
frog,
Like, it
it's
literally-
a toad.
It slapped him with the touch.
Made that
While
sound
this
and
is
everything.
happening, through the windows, because obviously you're in the main hall and all the windows that open out to the grounds, you can see lamps frantically circling, like almost like if it could whinny, it would be whinnying.
Okay.
Do they whinny?
It's a griffin. What would it do? Screech.
Yeah.
It's screeching. It's screeching.
I like
Lamps
screeching.
is screeching.
Okay. So I see Elaine engaged in giant poison toad combat, right? And I hear lamps screeching, and Voldred, you are monologuing.
Yes, going on.
Okay, great.
Did I send you the episode run?
Because we're doing by the book right now.
Yeah.
So if I want to try to grab Elaine and haul him up and try to run toward where we hear lamps crying from.
Roll.
Okay. A 14.
Yeah, it works. He's a little bit disgusted at the fact that his face is getting really quite deformed. But because you are so big, you manage to just do the little scoop that you love so much because he just fits right into
So
you.
snug.
Mhm.
My little guy.
You go to, let's call it the north wall, where Lamps currently is. Lamps sees you and rolls a 3. So it's just too sort of like, I guess, hysterical, being like, caw, and doesn't really know what to do with that. In the interim, Voldred, roll for me, since you are the evil side. This is the spider attacking.
Oh no.
And the spider does attack quite well. A 16.
Ooh.
The spider lunges towards Broomhild. Its pincers salivating, dripping with poisonous.
Yes, we can see that happening. You don't have to. We
You
can
can see the
it,
giant toad.
yeah.
You had to ask if it was giant, first of all. 8 legs of terror bearing down on you. It also still the army is
Yeah.
still got that going on
Do I
back there
need to
too.
have
They're
that? Do I
getting
need to
closer
pull up
by
the
the minute.
system?
Spiders, they don't whinny. Whatever they do, they do.
Oh no, they whinny.
Do they whinny?
Mhm.
This is a giant spider, so you can hear it. You normally you don't. The smaller ones you don't hear. This has got hairy legs and it's ugly and it's just calling you names like Tim and it's going after you and it comes up to you and it bites. It gets it. It moves its legs out of the way and it just goes nibble, 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 nibble.
Oh, ow. No thanks.
Well,
Thank you.
not no thanks. It's a poisonous spider. It does a bit of a 16. Quite good.
All right.
Broomhild, watch out!
No, let's not wash out, mate. She's already down. So
That and steal fear.
Yeah.
The worst part about this is not just as poisonous spider. It bears down on you and it crushes on top of your chest, and you're lying there. And as its bulbous eyes get all in your face parts and everything, you almost hear these shrieking whispers penetrating into your psyche, and you hear it start to say, "It's terrible. You've always been too huge. Why are you so large? Everyone's looking at you. You are always going to be the odd one out." All of these different insults come bearing into your mind like arrows barraging just left and right.
No. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mega surge. This is my all my nightmares come to life.
Roll 2, and it's the lowest one we'll take.
Oh God. 10.
10 is your lowest?
Yes, I got a 10 and a 13.
Elbows or eyes? You become very attracted to the elbows of someone on your team until the end of the episode. You're so attracted to the elbows that you get distracted easily, and you'll roll disadvantage on rolls when you are near or next to elbows. And that is from Stephen Summers.
Okay. Now, when it says someone on my team, there is only one person on my team.
So you know who it is.
Hector, do you just want to
Got it locked down.
those bad boys?
Yeah,
for me?
can you just, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Elaine, I've never noticed before.
What is it?
Don't, please. I can't stand it. It's incredible.
It's awful.
No. Oh, and I drop you, Elaine, and I'm like, I'm having this probably my second or third sexual awakening of the day. And I can't, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. Is it only 31-year-old male elbows that I'm interested in?
Interesting that you mention age.
Uh-oh.
In the attack from the spider, I hand you a mirror that I conveniently pull from my cloak.
Don't accept
Placing it in
the
your
mirror.
hands, it goes, what was once so young is now become old.
Roll a
Yes.
d20.
The spider has stolen years from your life.
Broomhild, roll a d20 to see how many years.
What? Oh no! 15!
Aha, exactly.
You were 17?
Yeah!
You're now 32.
32.
Oh,
You're now in your
cool.
30s.
This-
No. Whatever will you do but figure out what you're supposed to do with your life?
All of my nightmares are coming true.
You missed your 20s and the years of going to bars and bad hangovers and Jack Daniels and whatnot. Now you're in your 30s. You've got a steady job.
But these elbows have become age appropriate.
That's right. This isn't weird. This isn't so weird.
You're actually a year older than the elbow, so there you go.
Lance
you.
is starting to nudge against the glass to try and get in.
Okay. I have a broken face. I want to try to heal this by pulling out my magic hammer that fixes things and
Yeah.
hitting my own face.
Yeah, great. Let's roll. You are hitting yourself on the face.
12.
Yeah, great. You give it a little thunk, and with that, your skin starts healing and patching over, and this giant bulbous sort of sore rescinds back in, and your face looks good again.
I want to throw this hammer because I won't need it anymore at the window to let lamps in.
Oh, but it fixes things.
That's right. Will it break a window? I don't know. It's a magic hammer. Let's find out.
The hammer of fixing. Let me break this window.
Did it strengthen the window?
That is
Oh,
true.
no.
The hammer, he is not wrong. The hammer of fixing cannot break.
God. Okay.
You know what? Roll for me. Fuck it. Roll. That's my quote.
Fuck it, roll, dude. I love it. Welcome to
You gotta-
Fungeons and Flagons. Fuck it, roll.
20?
20?
20, baby.
You got a 20. In true Thor status, you swamp, and you throw it, and it pierces the window open, the glass spraying out, none of it hitting lamps, and it actually smoothly removes all of the glass. So there's no shards that anyone can get hurt on. And miraculously enough, this hammer turns around in midair and actually comes back into your grasp. And with that, lamps comes into the main hall, and you see, well, Lamps actually assesses the area and sees Carrington Behrman, or what was Carrington, on the ground with the shield next to him. And he lets out this mournful, pained noise. And he's realized that the person who understood him the most and gave him happiness for the first time ever has perished. And with that, he gets up, pushes himself up into a really, really powerful stance, and with a huge shriek, becomes a powerful ally for you, and wishes to destroy whoever killed his best friend. Add Griffin to your party. Let's fucking dance. We are going into combat, finally. And this is Lamps, Brumhild, and Elaine versus Voldred, Golden Board, Giant Spider, and Giant Toad.
And
Let's do this.
hopefully no one else.
First, because you're the most powerful.
Okay.
What's that, Elaine?
Hopefully no one else. It's just us against them. That's it. If there's anybody else joining, they'll be on our side.
Let's... Yeah, that army is so through the portal. You have no idea. So it is now Voldred.
Thank Nicholas is here. What was that?
3 giants. I rolled a 20.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 20. So now it's 3. Yeah, actually, yeah. Voldred will be playing the role of the entire army and all 3 guardians. I will be doing the lamps. So Voldred, in saying that, you just rolled we just rolled a D20 to walk through that portal immediately. Because we got a 20, you get an attack. What would you like the army to do?
The army attacks in what manner? It's only just the 3 of them. Sorry, but I need to attack the 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. 3 of them.
Voldred, not even breaking eye contact, looks back and says, "Archers!" And all of the archers, thousands of them, knock their bows to their cheek, raise to the sky, and let fly their flaming arrows. As they arc across the sky, all of them seem to converge exactly where the griffin is, lighting it up. Flames engulf the griffin.
Oh, shit. I've just been notified that we have a reroll. So my 20 that I just got and the army marching through the portal.
I told you he can manipulate time. I knew it.
It's not so much about the time. You've
Adam,
really
whose
not
reroll is it?
dimensional. There's like multiple. Have you not heard of the multiverse?
Love it.
Time travel. Ooh,
you
Einstein. Go ahead.
You guys can thank Vaden. Vaden here, who has been helping prep these episodes, has asked me to re-roll the army coming through.
Thank you, Vaden.
18.
That's a 5. That's a 5. So no, the army doesn't pass through the
Vaden,
portal.
I will find you.
No, I will not be firing any arrows. That
They're
has
still just like more, but they're considerably nominally closer. Ha ha ha. Nominally closer.
exactly. So that was Voldred, it is now your turn again.
In this moment of your celebration, with your throwing your hammer and bringing back a bird with wing or a lion with wings, whatever it is, the boar begins to charge, runs at you without your armor. The tusk penetrates, goes straight through the other side, like really bad. You're like, oh, that's not good, because you see it on the. You're like, I can touch it. It's on the. And he's looking at you. His nose is right up against you, like your chest. And there's an awkward moment where he's like, maybe I should. Okay, you stand there, and I'm gonna pull out, and then you go. You go that way. I'm gonna go this way. It's terrible. Yeah.
Roll. Let's see if that happens. Roll for the ball.
Unlucky 13.
13 still is a hit though, so it's a mild hit, but it does land. This golden boar has charged at Elaine. Elaine is quite small in stature, so kind of catches him along the ribs, but does pierce and penetrate into him and throws him up and back a little bit. The next is the
Told you.
toad spider. Yeah.
Well, the spider just attacked Kate. I'm sorry, not Kate.
Let's go toad.
Who's Kate? I don't know. This Kate. Broomheld. The spider. Sorry, what did we left out? Because she was on top of her, like hurling all these insults. What happened after that? Then there was a whole thing about the elbows, and then the years sucked from your life.
Lamps. The hammer went through the glass pane. Lamps came through. Lamp has powered up. Seeing his best friend on the ground.
Right.
And then basically initiation started, and it is evil versus good. So evil has gone. The army rolled a 20, and then it was a 5. Thank you, Baden. And then it was the golden boar who has pierced Elaine. And now we're going to go the giant spider who had just attacked Broomhild. Took how many years?
15.
15 years off the life. So yeah, and the toad has already snapped as well. So yeah, you could do spider or toad. Your call.
I think I'd go with the spider, but I really want to go after that griffin.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the spider lunges towards the griffin.
So really quickly, let's just kind of piece this together. We'll pop the map up in full, so we can kind of like place everyone where they are.
Because there's the north side, right? And we still have this like portal that's happening right in the middle of us.
That's it. So I would say that Elaine, now with the boar and Broomhild, are up the top there, where like sort of you can see the outside area. And then I would point, we know that the Guardians stand at all 3 of the red spots, and the army is coming through the portal in the middle.
Okay. Yes. So that would happen on the west side.
East side.
East side.
I don't even know what that is. East side? I don't even know. I'm not cool enough.
Just on the east side.
Near the entrance. Yep. Yeah.
Where I come from, it's the opposite. So the spider, I would have to roll.
You would. In fact, I actually might make Guardians do all attacks at once. So next time we'll roll 1 time, and then all 3 actions will take place.
So there's 3 Guardians.
Yeah.
And there are 3
exactly
peoples. Yep. So I would say that, oh man, allow me to consider my freeze time. And
here's your burper.
I could control time. The golden boar
has already attacked Elaine successfully. With that 13. So what would the 13 for the spider and the 13 for the toad do?
So the 13 for the spider, the toad is going to go after Broomhild, sorry.
Yep.
And then the spider is going to go after the griffin. The toad, again, is going to try to shoot his tongue out, wrap it around her neck.
No, you've already rolled the 13? Oh,
I
sorry.
did roll the 13.
You did. So the 13 said Broomhild, you have to roll higher than a 13 for this to stop happening.
Oh, I didn't, but I'd like to use a re-roll if I might.
You can.
All right, here I go.
The only one that you can use. Go for it.
It was a 20, baby.
You rolled a 20. You got a re-roll when the 20 happened.
That's it. Oh, look at that. On your honor, I rolled a. Fuck you.
So what's happened is the toad, with the same movement, has tried to snap its poisonous tongue out. Because you have this newly formed evil armor, which I actually just sent Mariah a pic, which we could put up. But this is like the army, what it looks like.
And an elbow fetish.
And an elbow fetish.
An elbow fetish.
But you have gauntlets over your hands, so you do not require you're not touching skin to it, but you grab its tongue as it snaps out and you pull its tongue towards you,
Woof.
smash its face into the ground, and it is successfully knocked out and rendered unconscious.
Thanks for the reroll. Woo!
Thank you to that.
Hell yeah.
STS asks a great question. Do toads have elbows?
They don't, but they do. They
Don't
scream
have
in pain when they're killed, and Voldred just goes, Philip! Because he had named it.
What's not dead? He's taking a rest.
I had raised that toad from a, what are they called?
Tadpole? Yeah.
Yes, I knew him.
These names are so ugly. Philip? Ugh, ugh.
Do you know what that means in my native tongue?
No.
It's far treacherous than Gary.
Ugh.
Anyway, I still have to do my the spider. The spider's going after the griffin.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to roll for the griffin.
I am.
The spider is going to, hopefully, but you'll tell me, but it's going to attack and try to plant its mandibles into the neck, right into the artery of the griffin, and just like tear that fucker out.
So for the first roll of Lamps, because it just supercharged at the death of Carrington, it's going to get a +2 because it's feeling
Cool. So we're looking at a 9.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh,
yeah!
come on, y'all!
I rolled an 18.
Can I borrow your die real quick?
So Lamps, same sort
broken.
of thing.
Fuck.
This spider has just like clawed itself sort of like towards it, and it tries to, and Lamps is just going, "Foo, and it has bitten the mandibles off, let it out, bit the other one off, and then, and it was like, that's for Elaine, that's for Brumhild, and that's for me. But you can't understand it because it's a
I was
griffin.
going to say.
But it's walking up a storm saying all of that. And the spider has now also rendered itself unconscious onto the ground.
Nice.
So we are down one spider, one toad. We still have a boar that has gored me, right?
Mm-hmm.
As well as an oncoming army. Okay. Is it our turn yet?
I think one quick thing will happen as a repercussion from 2 of the guardians going down.
I feel a bit taken back. This is not as I had planned. Luckily,
It never is.
never say never. Something like that. But I did foresee this coming because as a multi-dimensional being, I consider all factors, and I'm able to point to your tattoo. Yes, the crest, the mark of the Arcane Academy that every student bears. That is what traps you here, and I can activate the crest and disintegrate your armor and weapons right now.
So the gifts that Readville had given you, this magical armor and the magical weapons, as you may have picked up over the course of the season, was also bared the crest of the academy, thus rendering it school property. So because Readville, now Voldred, has the power of that crest,
Gary.
he's activated it, and Elaine, your armor snaps off your body and falls to the ground and bursts into dust. Your gorgeous golden sword, bronzed sword with the handles, falls apart in your hands. Brumhild, your 2 daggers fade into the ether, whatever you want to call it.
Ether.
But luckily for you, Brumhild, your roll that you had made for a surge, allowing your old armor to disappear and for you to think of brand new armor, means that your armor stays intact. Which, if you rewatch this episode, you will see my face run through many a different damn it, god damn, because of the convenience of that. So that was your armor, Brumhild, that it looks like. But you now no longer have any weapons, Brumhild, and Elaine, you are basically naked with no sword and no way to defend your body or attack with weapons.
And hot ass elbows.
Yeah, I was just about to say the elbows are probably out, aren't they?
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh my God. I'm not getting much done, but I will say, so I there's a lot happening. I see the elbows come out. I mean, he's fully nude otherwise too, but it's really the elbows I'm after. I'm like, no, not now. I can't. We've got to get to those shards. We've got to get to those shards. And I want to camouflage.
Roll with a -4, 2 for each elbow.
Oh no, Maude!
Griffin's out, elbows out. Boars out, elbows.
Grand total, if you subtract 4, is -2.
Wait, yeah, you're not having a turn. You are not having a turn at all, Soza. You start salivating from the beauty that are Elaine's.
Who could blame me?
It's the
Get the
wiener.
shots up there.
It's just tunnel vision. It's all I can see.
So Elaine, it is now your turn.
Pay attention, Broomhild. Listen to your friend. Listen to me.
Elaine, what's your turn?
Here we go.
My eyes are up here, thank you.
I'm naked, but I still have my magic hammer and a few other different things. Okay, I'm going to try and do something that's going to make Maude very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt.
Move the story forward.
Yes, on time. I'm going to teleport to the shard, which is currently unguarded, and then trying to wink on it with my acid wink, destroy one of the shards.
Oh my God.
No.
Roll.
Poof, poof. 16.
You successfully teleport. The fact that you have little armor on means that you are lithe at the moment. You head to the one of the shards. Which one? Top, left, or right?
Let's go with top one.
Great, cool. You want to attack it with your hammer of repairing?
Not the magic hammer. I want to grab onto the shard, acid wink it. Wink.
With a 16, you did. You splayed acid all over it, and you notice that the activation of the shard starts diminishing as the acid sort of slowly is disintegrating this particular shard. It is
Broomhild sees on my elbows. That's it. I'm like, Broomhild, I got it.
So while that's happening, you've successfully teleported. Well done. It's Lamb says.
I needed to be nude, Maude. I needed to be completely naked. That was the solution.
That's what it was. The vulnerability allowed you to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Right here we have Lamps' turn. Lamps has a corpse of a spider in front. Can see that Broomhild is a little bit weary. There's 2 shards and there's a Voldred.
And there is also still a boar.
And a boar. Okay, yeah, Griffin versus boar. So I think that Lamps is going to do a whoosh, flying swoop attack to try and maneuver past the tusks and get into the soft area. 19!
Damn it. Fuck your dice, y'all.
Far out. So what's happening is that, Lamps gets up, spits on the spider. And then,
that's just unnecessary. That's unnecessary. Let's have some sportsmanship.
Gets up and starts, I'm going to say swoops around and just rips open sort of like the neck where it starts leaking out.
Great.
Yeah, the blood. And so technically all 3 of them are KO'd. While that is happening, a storm cloud has started rolling in. Now this storm cloud makes everything in the room fall darker. We got 1 shard sort of zipping out of life slowly. We have 2 other shards that are very much activated. We have a Oh, we have an army that is definitely through the portal.
No
And
rerolls.
And upon seeing Voldred and them seeing each other, their morale has just exploded. Voldred +7 to your next roll. Army gets a +3 from that. So keep in mind, +7 to Voldred for the next roll, +3 to the army for the next roll. But this storm cloud is coming through. And it's definitely not a normal storm cloud. This is something that has been conjured. And lightning is zapping through. And because Voldred has changed the parameters and the barrier spell to not let people out, can now let people in. And a giant booming knock sounds at the front door, which then bursts open. And here appears a new character.
Dun, dun,
Oh no, she's muted.
You're still muted. Yes.
Voldred,
She's
you're
muted.
going down.
Ha 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 ha.
Brumhild, Elaine, I have something for you. And I'm gonna toss in either direction.
Excuse me?
Yep. So to Brumhild, I'm gonna give these claw-bladed gauntlets, throwing and saying, "Oh, don't catch the pointy end."
Shit.
And to Elaine, I want to toss some pleather. I'm gonna toss Elaine some pleather. This is for you.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Lydia. It's cold and I'm going to put my elbows away. Okay.
Fight on!
These are
Fight
amazing.
on!
Thank you. Oh, goodbye. Do you leave? Are you fighting with us?
No. I found out that Voldren is the one
You're
who cursed my
busy.
family.
No. It's all right. Go on. You're busy. Our army will just.
No, you don't curse my whole family in pictures and then expect me to just sit there and think about it forever.
Kind of.
You're in trouble now.
That was actually the plan. Curse them. Let them think about it. That was it. That was about as. We did it on a Tuesday. It was just all we had. It was just that. Do that and then bye-bye. So if you want to go and fuck off, that'd be great. We'll do this little war thing here.
No, don't fuck off. Fuck here. We do here. We fuck together.
Don't listen to her. She's having her
here.
third sexual awakening for the day. She's
Yeah. Lydia, when you did that movement, your elbow was exposed.
Oh no, Maude! Now come on.
She gets this all the time.
You're out for another turn.
Stop looking at my elbows.
Oh,
Please stop.
I've made my choice.
Brumhild, I
will
remember
not
that
elbow
special
down.
moment. I remember that special moment you and I shared. But now it's time to fight.
College.
Oh, I think she's going to be out of commission. She saw your elbows. I'm so sorry, Lydia. She apparently has.
And also, I would point out also the fact that Elaine has declared that he cannot teleport unless he's nude, and he's now wearing clothing, so he is unable to teleport.
Ooh, yeah,
I
okay.
have
Negative
you
2
know that-
teleportation.
This pleather is very form-fitting.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
really cool.
You're a
It's
nudist.
like
Just
black.
own it.
There's a little red shoulder that
Yeah.
kind of comes out a little bit.
And it
It's
looks
got cool
great.
white gloves. It looks
Nope.
really. I've never worn something like this before, and I had no idea that this was the key. It's almost like a second skin, so I feel like I can teleport now better than ever, and I look really cool, black and red with white gloves and boots. Super cool. Thank you, Lydia. Awesome.
That's a lawsuit. Just gonna say it. It's a lawsuit. We're just waiting.
Just to describe what Lydia has gifted, this pleather armor is of intangibility, which means if anyone tries to hit you, they will get a -3 to their
Come
roll.
on.
Brumhild, you have power gauntlets that have blades at the end of them, kind of like, but not at all, like Wolverine.
Oh, more of a shoo.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I think we've got a two-hitter when it comes to trademark violations. Let's do this.
Yep. So when you attack, it will be a +3. So -3 to hit Elaine, +3 for you to hit. That is up to you to remember, because fucked if I know. Lydia, you have access to magic as your weapon. Voldred, you are getting mightily pissed off, and you
Sorry, just taking a moment to to think about how pissed off I am.
You initially had like a +7 to hit, I believe, because you're
Don't
so
take that away from me right now.
I've upped it to a +10
I thank you.
because you have the army there as well. So the army just got a +3 to its morale in seeing you, and the portal being opened and the whole task being close to completion. And you have a +10 because you are powerful. Lydia is here with her entire family that were in picture frames. So the good and the bad,
Excellent.
they're still happening. In saying that, Broomhild, you are out. Lydia, Lamps just had its turn. Lydia, it's your turn.
I'm stepping up.
Mhm.
Rolling a d20, I assume.
Yep.
That was a
What's your
Gloria
attack
Gaynor
though?
song. I'm
That's a
stepping up.
16.
What's your attack? Then roll.
Which beasts are still available?
You have an entire army that has walked through the portal.
Oh, well, I mean, my army, I'll Braveheart their army. Por
So
favor.
it's like 15 powerful mages versus about 15,000. The army's coming through.
Yeah, we can own them. We're just going in. We're just charging, like full throttle, magic forward, biatches.
So what do you want to do with your 16? You rolled. You got a 16.
Yeah. Oh, you're counting my first roll. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to look back and forth, and I look to the left, and I link eyes with my dad, and we look down at Voldred, and then we just continue right on past to the army. Charge!
Yeah, with a 16, you push him to the side successfully. He looks kind of shitty that you touched him, if I can be real. But you push fast, and then the 15 of your family are going head to head with the soon-to-be 15,000. Basically, these flanks are just continuing to push through this portal. And we're only in the main hall of the academy. So it's getting pretty tight in here, peeps. Broomhild's got elbows for eyes right now. Elaine, you successfully teleported, so you feel pretty good about it. But Voldred, with your +10 and your army with your +3, explain to me what's happening with your army and who are like the key players in there and what you would like to do for your attack.
I would instantly cast an illusion of doubt over the army of the stone walls. They would see themselves poised at a huge precipice filled with flames leaping up, so they could not advance any further.
Roll for me, and however successful it is over 10, halve that, and that's a negative. Oh, sorry, I'm so excited about how I'm going to fuck with them.
Yes.
But okay, what's your next part?
Can I go ahead and also just point out my 3 mates that have come with me?
Please do.
Yeah. From the beyond the portal, as the hordes of my army just continue to pour out, just like an endless amount of souls that we've just thrown at you, we see the silhouette of 3 hulking figures. And as they get closer, purple evil light cascading over them, casting their long shadow down the hall. We see one dragging a huge scythe, its blade raking against the stones of the hall, sparks flying. He's got a huge horn like a rhinoceros, yellow eyes, and bad hair.
Oh, the worst part.
He walks forward, and to the left of him is another hulking figure with a long beard and sharp, pointy teeth and almost like a beak mouth. And in his hand, he has a hammer that he's beating against his fist. Don't make any jokes. And then another character with 2 heads that look at each other and constantly bite at each other as they scan the landscape and see the army salivating with the anticipation of and bloodlust of the war that lies in front of them. And they have in their hands a mace, swirling it in the air, and the wind that's coming off of this huge spiked ball blows your hair back. And I said, ha 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 ha. At last, it's my 3 strong commanders. Welcome, the most fearsome, treacherous, evil, powerful commanders in my army. Stephen, Danny, and Patrick. There's something about a roll I was supposed to do.
You get a
Those
plus.
names strike fear into your heart, don't they? Stephen, Danny, Patrick. Don't call him Pat. He doesn't like it. What am I supposed to do now?
So you have summoned your army. You wanted to roll to cast a fear of doubt, or like to cast an illusion of doubt.
An illusion of doubt.
So I want you to roll for me, and if you get over a 10, whatever number that is, halve it, and that's what a negative roll the Stonewall family will get.
Man, I swear this isn't loaded. 16 again.
Okay. So now the Stonewall army for their next turn have a -8 roll.
Oh my gosh.
He's powerful. Your commanders also have a +3 on their move. As a unified force, what would you like these 3 to do?
They are all about... Okay, I'm up against a Stonewall army. I've got my 2 chuckleheads that are in front of me trying to go after the shards, and then a griffin. Right? So I would have Steven with the scythe immediately go after the griffin.
Yeah, got it. Go. +3. Nah.
I would roll first, right?
Actually, roll for all of them, and so whatever it is, it's a blanket.
Okay.
But you have you've got +3.
Ha ha ha! It is a fucking 4.
+3 is a 7.
Fucking army, I swear. This is what happens when you go. Yeah, it's tremble at the mighty power of Stephen and his scythe. Plus
So
what? 7, you said?
Yeah, all 3 of them got a 7, so not much really happens. Stormshank says maybe they've got portal sickness. And yeah, that's what's happened.
That's what happens a lot of times. You're supposed to eat peanuts before you go through because it'll balance out your salt that you lose. And they're all kind of wobbly. And he's dragging his scythe because he can't pick it up. It's too fucking heavy. So he's like, oh, sorry, I was supposed to go through the portal. I'm supposed to attack a griffin. Oh, it's so cute.
So that hasn't worked. And
God damn it.
But your when you cast Illusion of Doubt, that absolutely worked, and the stone walls now have a -8. I have to write a lot down, which means it is now Elaine or Broomhild. Who went first last time?
Who cares?
Well, it doesn't matter because Broomhild is still out because she saw Lydia's elbows. So
no, I want to be rid of it.
I saw Lydia's elbows.
Free me from this joint prison.
If you can roll me a 19 or a 20, you'll be free of it.
Oh, I got a 9, which is very close.
Can
Digitally.
I give
You're
her
still
my
out.
reroll? Can I give her my reroll for that?
Oh,
Oh, get a 19 or 20.
I got an 18. Please, Maude, please, Maude, please.
Bullshit.
Please, Maude, please.
The rules were cool.
Son of a
What are your dance moves? Have you got some sick winning dance moves?
I do. Oh, yeah. So I've started. I made up a wee bit of a ditty about how much elbows. I can't think about them. Elbows.
If you say elbows one more time, you will lose this.
Oh God, Bow Elays.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Bow Elays.
What's your victory dance?
Poison, yeah.
No one wants their Bow Elays.
All right, I'll give it to you. What's your turn?
Thank you. Okay, all right. So I shake off my desire for Elaine's elbows or Lydia's elbows, which are almost as cute, and I want to try to if I need to camouflage, but I am pretty well camouflaged now that the army's out. Anyway, I'm going to scramble to try to push down another one of these tablets, these shards, hoping that we can close this portal.
Roll.
15.
Cool. So you charge and you run up. Do you want to go camouflage as well?
Yeah, why not? I'll hide as much as I can.
So with a 15, you will go camouflage, but you will successfully push the shard, but it just kind of like hiccups, but you push it like a couple of meters, but it's still flickering the charge. But you pushed it, but you're also camouflage.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it's flickering, which means in a couple more turns, if it's not all up and running, Voldred, if it's not all up and running, it could possibly stop the portal. Lamps' turn. Lamps would like to say, get fucked, Steve, with the scythe.
Come.
I just showed up for a second. I haven't made many friends. But that's all right.
So,
I'm supposed to get fucked. Do you want me to go get fucked?
Where about you from, mate?
You want me to go to the elbows, girl?
Steve is a Goliath.
He's not really encouraging. That's all right. All right, I'll go get fucked. And then I come back, right? I come back to the battle. No? I'll figure it out.
While he's thinking about logic, which is really causing a lot of his time and attention, Lamps has basically come up and with 2 claws just scratches down Steve's face and body.
Yeah.
16. Steve's pretty much done.
I don't feel good anymore.
Steve's done.
I don't have any knuckles. I can't bend my fingers. It's just like sausages.
Stonewalls, it is your turn, and you need a -8 on your roll. What would you like to do in your illusion of doubt? Lydia?
I would like to. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is shout, Broomhild, do you still have that magical music box from the vault?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I do. It's right in here. Bloop.
Did you forget the gift that I gave you?
I did. I've been writing down on my notes on whiteboard and then erasing them between sessions. So...
Okay, well,
No, of course. No. Of course I remember. Of course I remember this incredible gift. You're my first kiss. How could I possibly forget? Yes, a music box. And I whip it open.
I just forgot you had it. Roll.
Oh, man. That's a 19.
19?
God.
This music box is just emitting this beautiful, tranquil sound. And because it is a Stonewall music box, this music is absolutely pouring out of it. And you reduce the commander's roll to a no positive effect. And you now, Voldred, have instead of a +10 to your rolls, you only have a +5.
Sorry, mate.
Fucking Danny.
It looks like no matter what dimension, you're a bad teacher, Voldred.
Whoa! Does he
Insults
take
me.
fire damage from that burn?
Oh!
Thick burn.
No, but I do take puke damage from that dad joke.
All right, I'll take puke damage.
Laugh while you can, for you think that all of my strength rested in the strength of others. That scans, yes. No.
Yes
And with
or
that,
no?
Okay, does Lydia still
Wait.
get an action?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Sorry, she all she did was yell on her turn. She has
All
to.
I did was yell. So what
Oh,
I would
go
like
on then.
to
I'm
do.
sorry, I'm wrapped up in my own thing.
I get it. So the 3, Danny, Patrick, and
Stephen
were the-
and Danny are not much. It's just Patrick, and he's a bit dim anyway. So go on.
Oh, only Patrick is left.
Danny's still up. It's just Stephen that's been done.
Okay.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Well then I would like to cast a spell of my own customization that
Great.
is pseudo
Mm.
like magic missile, but instead of missiles, I fire personal sized towers to trap everybody. And I'm flying in on the storm saying, and you get a tower, and you get a tower, and
It's
you
the
get
Oprah
a
Winfrey
tower.
curse.
Yeah.
No.
And I want to hit the 2 remaining cohorts and Voldred if I can to entrap them in their own little personal towers.
You can. This
Sure.
is a one-shot spell. You can only use this once, and you have a -8.
I mean, I thought the music box helped cancel some of that out.
No. It's to their rolls. So
Yeah.
it's taken away the positive for the commander's rolls, and it's halved Voldred's rolls, but you still have a -8 to your roll. So he cast enough to make that happen. That stays.
Can I try to yell something reassuring or convincing to bolster her spirits and help her believe in herself so she doesn't feel so much doubt?
No. I like it, but she's already started casting it.
I'm
You
real
mad?
pissed. I'm real pissed,
Go
so I
get him,
can't take it
girl.
back.
You
I'm
do
going.
this shit.
I'm going. It's probably not even physically possible, even if I got a 20. So we'll see. No, -8. That's an 11.
So
it becomes a 3.
Incredible roll.
Obviously, you're waving. For some reason,
I'm pissed.
yeah. And you're pointing, and the towers are dropping. They've
Ish.
I mean,
Oh
it
my
wasn't a nat 1.
It was a 3, but it was such a
3.
big spell with big intention.
Oh,
And the high one lands on lamps.
no.
Okay, but then it just traps him in the tower. It doesn't smoosh him. It just means
No.
he's
It traps him in the
encased
tower. Lamps
Oh my
is
god.
depressed again. Lamps is in the tower.
Well, I mean, he was never at a 10 anyway. He's been at best a 7. So this is not that bad.
He did quite kill one of. I can't fucking remember his name, but the spider one did him
You did.
in.
Yeah. Voldred, it's your turn.
Did you think? Yes, please. I'll do one more if you like. I go on and on and on and on about.
One more.
Did you think I'd be so easily trapped by such a provincial spell? You did. Okay, good. Just it was an honest question.
Oh.
Hold up. What time? We may have a reroll for Trisha. Who is it?
Dude.
I know.
Yes! I
Yeah.
thought you got a 19 and subtracted 8 from
Yep,
that.
new edition.
No, I got an 11.
All right, so a reroll.
Okay, so Matt Aarons, who is newly back supporting Geek Bomb through Fungeons and Flagons, has decided to use their his reroll. Who
You're
just
an amazing person. I do not like you right now in this moment.
25 subs earlier on. He's a bit of an MVP this sesh. Trisha, reroll your massive spell. If you get a 13 or higher, this spell works.
Trisha,
A 13 or higher, she'd have to roll a 21, Maude. No one can do that on a d20.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry, 18 or higher, huh?
Okay.
Fuck math.
Yikes, Spike.
18 or higher. 18, 19, 20. Actually,
Maude,
19.
you're Baldur's gating me. You're doing the math before I roll.
Yeah. 19 or 20.
don't you dare. Trisha Hirschberger, don't you dare.
Trisha, you must. She said I couldn't do it, but I do it anyway. Lydia, you changed the very course of my life. Don't hesitate to believe in yourself right here at the 11th hour. Remember, Gary, you
show me that one right now.
when you use it, when you rearrange the letters in Gary, it spells gray. I thought that might be helpful.
No,
It does
it's not.
spell gray. I got, I don't know, a 9. No.
You know what? If it was like a 16 or 17 or 18, that motivation would have pushed her over. But with a 9, it's like, oh, good. You had us going with that one. Sorry, Matt. I know you did the reroll and you used it.
Sorry.
You rolled
The
actually
imps.
initially.
Trisha-
with the, yeah.
Trisha with the honest rolls. Don't
Oh,
need
was I
them.
supposed to lie?
No.
Shitty
Also, there's no
people
Trisha
lie.
here, just Lydia Stonewall. Which means Voldred, it's back to your turn as you were.
Oh, maniacal laughing. Right.
Did you really think that I could be done in by such a provincial spell?
Your laughter's contagious, mate.
Isn't
I
it?
just love
Yeah,
it.
Thank you so very much. Oh, you're so charming. I hate to kill you, but I'm going to have to. You see, before this whole escapade began, as a master of illusion, I activated a spell. There's been 4 of me the entire time. The one that was trapped in a tower was, of course, not the real one. 3 still remain, but only 1 is the actual Voldred.
And with that, boom, mirror images of Voldred appear. And where there was 1 in front of you this whole time, another 2 are there, and they all circulate like this. It's kind of
Just
like the
like
game
that.
of where is it? But you have no idea which the original Voldred is.
Yeah, it's like 3-card Monty. You don't know which one it is. Come on. Where's the little bean in the shell? Yeah.
So now there is 3 Voldreds, and all 3 of them can take a turn.
Oh, man.
So just to be clear, how many mobs is Troy Baker controlling at this particular time? I'm up to
mean,
about 9.
It's really easy. Danny, Patrick, Voldred. Look at that. There they are.
Yeah.
3 Voldreds, and then Patrick and Danny. That's it.
Danny and Patrick, but I wouldn't really worry. Okay, so Danny is the one with the hammer.
Hammer.
Yep.
Mhm. Hammer and
the
mace.
No, and then Patrick is the one with the mace, and he's got
Yep.
2 heads.
Yeah. Pat and Rick.
Yeah, Pat, she gets it.
What the fuck is going on?
I just said the best thing I've said in a while.
that was pretty clever. I'm like, I'm Pat, I'm Rick.
Patrick.
Together we form Patrick.
Okay, yeah, that's all. And then on your side, you've got Elaine, Brumhild, and then Lydia and the Stonewalls. And oh shit, the army. The actual goddamn
Oh,
army.
and there's also the army that I control as well.
And lamps, and a spider, and a boar, and a frog.
Frog, boar, spider have all been taken care of. Lamps is in a tower.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So Voldred, you are now 3. It is your 2 of your other turns, and Danny and Patrick's turn, which will be under one umbrella. So what would you like to do for the other 2 Voldred turns? Fuck, did everyone clear their evening?
I have to pee so bad.
Okay, you go pee.
Go to break.
So just go?
Yeah.
All right.
You go pee. Voldred, you have 2 turns.
Oh, I thought we were going to go to break.
No, we don't have time for a break.
Fucking hell. All right, so Voldred is going to be focused on the 2 because those are the 2 shards that are remaining. They're going to go after one of those 2, and so I would immediately go to protect one of those 2. The main thing that I know is that, of course, Broomhild, her weakness is being bullied. So the second that I would do that, I would cast an illusion of doubt onto her, or an illusion of fear that would instantly be her biggest childhood, like the source of her bullying would be made manifest right in front of her. And then the illusion that I would cast in front of Elaine is that
Let's
he was...
start with that one.
Huh?
Yeah. Let's start with that one.
Start with that one. Great. She'll have a surprise when she's coming back. The illusion that I cast for Elaine is that he's no longer even in the Arcane Academy at all, but instead he is in a dark, black, endless void, and he is all alone, and he will be there for all of eternity. And this illusion is so powerful that it begins to permeate into his brain and become his reality.
Sorry, I can't type and talk apparently. So with Elaine, you still get a +5. All Voldreds get a +5.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's for Elaine.
12, which means a 17.
So Elaine thinks that he is caught in this darkness. Elaine, you know how you have that black hole that you reach into? You have been placed into that. But instead of being able to pull anything out or being in company at all, you are all alone.
Alone.
Surge.
Oh, I'm surging. A 20.
Dude, both y'all's dice, man. Come on.
So,
Fuck.
just like my 2020, I've had to sit with my loneliness, and a lot of amazing things can happen where you know, you
A
get through
Deepak
some-
Chopra book falls in front of you, and Eckhart Tolle.
You now have the bow of frostbite. This is your anger surge. A bow with silvery detailing and a quiver with 3 ice arrows magically appear in your arms. You can use this bow to wound enemies along with rolling another d20 for icy hot frostbite damage. Happy hunting. And that one is courtesy of Caitlin Donaldson.
Thank you so much, Caitlin Donaldson. Can I roll that attack thing right now?
No, you have to wait your turn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You also burst out of the illusion of alonement. So, Voldred, you have one more turn at your +5. This is to Brumhild. Explain what you're doing to Brumhild.
So I cast an illusion that manifests and summons the very source of your greatest fear, the very source of your bullying, made manifest in front of you, and nothing else around you exists, only the source of your bullying, terrorizing you, crippling you.
It comes in the form of a very large but cute pink pig that
Yes.
says very rude things about how tall I am and how much no one will like me or accept me because I'm so very large.
Well, roll. Oh, this is, you got a 17 as well. No, this happens. This happens.
Oh.
Or do you
yes,
want to
it's
roll
like-
individually for Voldred?
No, I think it should be a blanket, right?
Great, blanket it. Yep, 17. You're surging.
Me?
The pig has no
Yes.
elbows. You're surging.
I got a 3, which I do not think bodes very well.
No, the character is suddenly drunk and suffers penalties for being so. Slurred speech, fuzzy vision, difficulty walking.
I don't have any idea what you just said to me, you pig. You little stupid pig. I just fall over on top of the pig.
Oh.
It's not good.
That was courtesy of Nick Perry, by the way, your little drunken stupor.
The tax
Thank you,
governor.
Nick.
Danny and Patrick's turn.
At Rick.
Patrick, Danny and Patrick's roll for both of them.
Well, stop talking for a second. I know it's my turn. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what you get. You get a big, nice 17 coming at you.
What is Patrick and Danny going to do?
So, first of all, we're going to swing our mace and have ourselves a bit of fun, aren't we? Yeah, we're coming straight for that Lydia girl.
Stop.
Yeah,
Sorry, Danny and or Patrick, we have another reroll.
that's not fair. This didn't bode too well for
fair.
Stephen over
Out
there,
for
did it?
blood. Oh, okay. Seb, who has been waiting the entire season and has actually, I think, taken time off work to be able to watch this live from the other side of the country,
Aw.
has decided to use their his reroll, on your 17. So could you kindly reroll for Danny and Patrick's?
RuinTroyBakersDay.com.
That reroll is OP as heck.
Oh, it's a bloody 6. What was we supposed to be doing? I said, shut up for a second. I don't know even what I was supposed to be doing. I said you're supposed to bring the mace. What was we doing here? I don't remember.
The good news is that Voldred, there are still 3 of him. 1 is real, but all 3 get a turn with a +5. The bad news is that, yeah, Danny and Patrick did not do anything that turn, which means Elaine, you're up.
Looks like I'm having an ice day.
Oh no.
+1 for the pun.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, I love puns. I love them. I love them.
It's an 8 plus 1 is 9, which is no good. No good. Ah,
Have an ice day. And one of your arrows is taken, so you've only got 2 arrows left.
2 arrows.
Yeah. The good news is, though, you didn't hit anyone else. It didn't break.
That's true.
You just missed. So, Brumhild, your turn.
All right, I just want to clarify something.
Yeah.
Elaine, my
For
sweet.
what? Hold on. Time out. Which reroll? What's happening? Hector, you get a reroll.
Yes.
From
Here we go.
Justin. Justin has said have an ice day. You still get your +1 for the pun.
He
+1.
bought you that reroll just in time. How about a +2? +2.
Oh fuck! Yes,
Yes.
Why?
just in time. He used his roll.
Use his reroll just in
just
time.
Justin used it. +2 to your roll.
I didn't know you could get pluses until just now for puns. Maude, we could have been making money together.
Brumhild's not smart enough to do it.
Damn it.
Yeah, so
That's true. Yeah.
+1 for the pun. I said +1 for the pun. Actually,
I want to
+2. Let's
point
go.
this at Rick and Pat and try to line it up with 1 arrow through both of their heads. Here we go. 11, 12, 13. +2 is 13, but it's an 11 +2.
You do take out 2 heads. It just happens to be on the same body. But Patrick is done.
Yes.
That hurt.
All
Well
that's
done,
left
Justin.
is Denny boy.
Nicely done. Brumhild, your turn.
All right. As I was saying, my sweet baby boy Elaine is bristling with magical gear at this point. There's just one thing after another glowing, sending particle effects off of him. And I have these cool, let's call them schmulverine gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
Do they have any kind of magical power?
You get a +3 to hit.
Hell yeah. All right. So what is currently menacing my best friend Elaine the most?
One of these Voldreds is near the shards, and I'm near the shards.
Oh, no. I'm going to come slashing through with my, I'm a rogue, so it's, sneaky, but I'm going to try to backstab this Voldred.
Camouflage. Your camouflage.
And I'm camouflage.
Shit,
I get sneak attack. I get special uncanny dodge, whatever other stuff.
+5.
Rogue things.
+5.
+5?
Yep. +2 for your sneak attack. +3 for your attack bonus.
Okay. I just want to hold it up. It's a beautiful thing to behold. Yeah, just a straight up, just a nothing but net, baby.
So
Wait, I saw a 1. Did you do a 19 or a 1?
No, baby, I did a 1. I got a 1, but I did get a +5. So how's a 6 to you?
nope. You know that bonuses do not work on crits fails, I'm afraid, which means you're trying to harness in a very camouflaged way the Hugh Jackman of all Hugh Jackmans. And then you kind of realize you are not huge or jacked, man. So well, you are huge, but you're not jacked, man. So you unfortunately are no longer camouflage. And because you're trying to use these slasher gauntlets for the first time, they break in your hands.
No.
So you are very visible, and because you're drunk, and everyone can see you attempt this because you are no longer camouflage, and the clunk, 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 clunk break.
Oh,
And
that's
you've
embarrassing.
fumbled and you're laying on the ground in your embarrassment.
Oh.
And it's like, you have a problem
I'm having a rough night.
and we need to have an intervention
Okay.
with your 1.
Ugh.
That is Bromhild's turn. Lydia and the stone walls. What would you like to do?
First, I'm gonna look down slightly disapprovingly, but also with a great amount of pity at Broomhild.
Oh!
I gave her that gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was from your family's vaults.
It was.
That's got to make her surge. I'm sorry. I have to say that has to. Yeah.
No, don't. So don't apologize for that. Surge away.
Me,
Who's-
Serge?
Sergey?
Who's
Yeah,
surging?
Broomhild
Surge.
surge. Does
Both of
Lydia
you.
surge?
Yeah, Lydia surges.
Oh.
Lydia. Okay.
No, Kate, you surge too from embarrassment.
Oh God, I'm so embarrassed right now too.
Lydia, what number?
18.
Oh, shit, yeah. 18. Siren's Song. This is a persuasion surge. This player can now sing an alluring song that will render a target useless for a turn, for they are under your spell and they refuse to ignore you. Thank you, Caitlin Donaldson, for
Beautiful.
that was Caitlin Donaldson. Or True Scorn. But there you go, Lydia. Who would you like to render useless?
Voldred.
Honestly, just put me out of my misery at this point.
Boldred number one.
You gave her the disapproving look.
Voldred number one. Except for
Has-
my siren song sounds like you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. I hate you. Why'd you put me in a tower? You suck.
So Voldred number one, yeah, kind of is really upset about it. Bromhild Surge.
Oh, I got a 3.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Like you've had a bit of you've had a bad run. So
It's been a
right,
bad night.
but oh my God, are you kidding? You are failing forward for this number 3. You are so good at getting
failing.
by at the back of the class that low rolls are your jam. Re-roll your surge with a +4. That's a Stormshanks number.
Thank
Failing
you,
forward.
Stormshanks. Thank you. With a
Re-roll
+4.
with a +4.
What's 17 +4? It's a 21.
Alrighty, we got it. Yep. We got.
You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. You
This
suck.
one
That's
I know
a-
it's in my head now too.
that's
It's pretty good.
that's an earworm.
You have In Memory of Altoona. Ring a bell? This is a spell that someone has. In Memory of Altoona, you gain complete control over all plant life until the end of the episode. They do your bidding without question.
Okay.
And if it's normally impractical for plants to do what you ask, you can thank Justin Knight for that one. Justin again, just in time. Trisha, can you explain the lore behind Altoona?
Altoona is from a previous dimension of Fungeons and Flagons. A character that I believe, this was so many years ago, was a wood elf. Ranger, perhaps, maybe rogue, I forget.
Ranger.
But
that was
very
SPS's.
feisty.
Sorry.
All I really remember about Altoona's lore is that she did end up chopping off a guy's tongue.
Yeah, that's right. You cut it out.
And she had a doppelganger who Maude played very convincingly.
Thank you. STS would like to tell me that was actually his suggestion, STS. So there you go. So
Nice.
Bromhild, you can control plant life. And
Right.
actually, if we go back to the second image from the recap, Marian, this is kind of like because you know how the main hall is lined with bookcases and vines and plant life. Marian, do you have that one with
Plant
magenta
life,
finding the
yeah.
dead body? Let's pop that up. So these plant life
Excellent.
are actually all throughout the walls. And remember how they went up to form stairs,
Interesting.
the top levels. So all the bookcases have intertwined
interesting.
wood.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. That's all. But Bromhild, that was your embarrassing turn that turned well. I believe
Things have really turned around for me.
they are turning around. But Lydia, what did you want to do for your turn?
Okay, so Broomhild controls plant life, not me.
Not you.
Okay,
No, you
just
got the
making-
siren song, and Voldred number 1 is rendered useless.
That's pretty fantastic. I would like to spread my arms so as to not show my elbows
Sorry.
and levitate kind of more down to the ground
Yep.
and cast Thunder Wave at
Nice.
Voldred and all of his mirrors and his army to try to push them back through the portal.
Love it. Let's do it.
That's what I'm doing.
It immediately affects the one that you
rolls a
rendered
3.
useless.
Do I still have the -8?
No, that was 1 turn only.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, even so, I got a 9.
Okay, with your 9, because you did a siren song on Voldred number 1 out of 3,
did.
it does affect him. So that Voldred goes through the portal. But all the others, it doesn't move at all. So the army is still there. Danny with the hammer is still there. And 2 Voldreds are still good to go. Which
Okay.
brings us to the Voldred's turn. Voldred 1 and 2. What you going to do, Voldred 1 and 2?
Fuck. I really had it coming with the 2 guys going to come after Lydia. That was all right. Let me roll first. Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, no, tell me what you're going to do and then roll.
Mhm.
Have the plan. Roll.
I have to stop that Stonewall chick from coming after. This is like, you've been jacking up my plan. So the first thing that I would do is Danny and Patrick.
Patrick's done. Patrick got ice arrowed.
That's
Patrick is
but he's
murdered.
gonna take his mace from Patrick.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
So no, Danny has a hammer and a mace.
Yep.
And he's like, that was not really, we wasn't really related, but I always kind of felt like he was like a brother. So this is like, we're blood brothers and revenge something. It makes me ever angrier. So he's got those 2 things, and he is bearing down straight on Lydia. Everyone else, like, he's like coming after them. Oh, everyone's fighting around him, and he's like taking the hammer and like deflecting people as they try to attack, and they're just blades are glancing off of him. Someone even gets a nice little cut across his chest. He doesn't even think about it. He's just like coming straight towards Lydia, and he's swinging the mace and the hammer, and he knows exactly where that lands. If he is able to get to her, both of those instruments of destruction are coming straight towards her face.
You get a +2 for each weapon. 1 for each weapon.
Oh my gosh, that's +4 on this attack.
No. +2. +1
for
for
each
one?
weapon.
+1 for one. No. +2 total.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like my math better, but okay.
I hear you. I'm very persuaded, by the
so
way.
I'm going to roll for
I
that
haven't noticed.
first. Cool.
Yes. Yep. So +2 on this roll.
Just a reminder, my family's like perfected mage armor, and I cast that before I came into this battle.
A 16.
16.
16.
Lydia, if you can roll higher than a 16, if you can roll 17, 18, 19, 20,
I'm sorry, +2.
18. If you can roll a 19 or a 20.
Does she get a +4 from her family's famous mage armor?
Family's famous mage armor.
+4 for the family's famous mage armor.
Endless
two.
famous mage armor.
Famous
+2.
mage armor.
+2 for the family's made. So you get if you get a
Famous
17,
mage
18,
armor.
19, 20. Fuck. What is it?
I'm retiring this dice, by the way. I rolled a 4. So even with my +2, it's only a 6.
Lydia.
Danny, can you please tell me with your hammer and your mace how you obliterate Lydia?
Jowls salivating with bloodlust and revenge. This is for my whatever he was. Like in slow-mo, the hammer and the mace still spinning come from overhead, both arms reeling and sinewy, cracking from anger, and they
Wait.
meet.
Time out.
Don't say a
I think-
reroll.
I think I have a reroll.
You do not!
Yeah, there's 3. Elaine and Broomhild have used theirs. Lydia has a reroll. Lamps.
Lydia.
I'm going to get a different dice.
We'll get a different die.
I'm gonna
getting
need
a
a
different
ruling
dice.
on this.
I've had to pull a lot of bonuses out of my ass for you tonight. And I need you to roll really, really well right now.
You're
So
gonna
just
roll a 2.
Troy, meta talk, just so you know.
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
had the DM pass holders were all issued a reroll, but there's been about 3 or so of them that haven't been able to watch the show live. So they have allocated each of them a reroll, and there were 3. And at the start of the episode, I said that there were 3, but they get 1 each.
Smart strategy. I hate them all.
Yeah,
Hate them all.
she does
Okay.
have it.
Okay, roll a
Going-
19 or 20.
Going with a blurple dice.
Okay, get a +2. I need an 18, a 17, 18, 19, or 20.
Come on, Trish. Come on, Lydia.
Without the +2, it's a 19.
Come on!
Yes! We love this game.
Just the mage armor, just yeah. That's it.
Family mage armor.
What a reroll! What a fucking
Famous
reroll!
mage armor. That's it. Family's famous mage armor.
Well, the bad news is that Danny's dual combat move did not work. The good news is that there are 2 Voldreds with +5s whose turns are now.
Voldred in a fit of rage. Cast an illusion on Danny,
Yeah.
tearing his mind apart, screaming at him, "How dare you fail me?" And Danny shrivels into a shrieking being, tormented by his own fear. Do you really think that I need those 3 lummoxes to defeat you? You are by far the most inferior, the most imbecilic individuals to ever cross through the academy that I myself have created. You are in my house. My house, my rules. And instantly, each Voldred comes together
Oh
to
no.
form a massive Voldred.
Mega Voldred! Mega Voldred activate!
And I just stole Transformers into Voltron. Fuck you, I don't care.
Mod, are you just letting him do whatever he wants?
yeah.
Oh
I've
my
gotten
god.
rerolled on like crazy. I just killed my own dude. I'm crazy like that.
Holy shit.
I'm like,
Voldred laughing, grabbing the top of his mandible of his face, begins to peel, and fire begins to pour out as he peels his face off like a skin suit, revealing that trapped within this, what was he, high elf shell, was a huge dragon unfurling leathery wings, dripping with fire. He's a fire dragon.
So he just gets to do whatever he wants.
Yes, fuck it.
he's the big bad.
Laughing at you,
Wow.
he says,
He's the boss battle. Fuck yeah, you can do it.
My name is not even Voldred. I was present when time was born, and I will not be defeated by you.
flapping his leathery wings, the rush of wind, blowing them back. And he grabs each of them in his talons of his feet. Grabbing them, right? With his feet claws, whatever they're
Just wait
called.
1 second. We've actually.
Don't you do a...
No. There you go.
Hey, nice pecs, bro.
That's I look
was
like that.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look like
Dang.
that.
Yeah,
I don't
fan
skip
artists
leg
are
day either, guys.
fast.
Yeah, no,
Get that
I
from the
can tell.
work-in.
Wow.
Very nice.
Bursting through the halls of the academy. He's so huge. His leg, or his arm. What are they called? The wings. The wings
Don't ask me
flapping.
because I said brag and dress before.
Yeah, Bragenstreth.
I will spit Bragen's breath.
He flies upward, flying higher and higher and higher with
His flap
Broomhild
arms.
the massive Broomhild in one talon, and then the average size, really, I would say, Elaine in the other. And as he's shrieking forward, the Arcane Academy just beginning to just shrink it as because they get higher, and there's a perspective thing. So what's big is small as you get higher. That's what's happening. And he's going up, and he's grabbing them, and fire is just everywhere.
Full dragon.
So we died. So then
No.
we died.
You-
Okay.
He's
I just have you.
transformed.
I'm just flying up and getting you the F away from the portal
Ah,
and the thing
yes.
with the stuff.
Good thinking.
With that, Elena, it is your turn.
But you forgot to take into account that I'm a teleporter. Poof, poof, out of the talons, in the air, in the night. I have 2 arrows left.
Yeah. Oh my God, ice arrows. Oh,
Ice arrows.
oh.
And when ice is heated down, it turns into water, which also is the superior element to fire. So even if fire burns ice arrow, it still turns it into a water arrow. So you know what? It's bad news bears for you, buddy. Take 2 ice arrows. Slow motion. Doof, doof. One at the other talon to free mine best friend Broomhild. The other at your heart. And as it approaches the dragon's bosom, the heat will transform it into a pure water arrow. Right into the dragon's heart.
Oh, do I help me out, guys? Do I +2, but like I did with Danny and the mace and the hammer, or do I?
Oh, but I forgot to mention, before I do that, I said, you're fired.
Oh no. Oh no.
+1 for the pun, right?
You're
+3 then. +3.
So it's a +5 then?
No, +1 for the arrow. +1 for the arrow. +1 for the pun. I said +1 for the pun.
Time to cool off.
Oh, fuck! +4.
Here we go. Okay, solid. With my +4, that brings me up to a 19. That's a 15. Where am I?
So at the moment, Voldragon is falling with a pierced water bullet through the heart. What a good roll, man. I'm going to say, Voldred, you have
I got
one dying move. As you're falling to the ground, what is the one thing you would like to do?
I'm not falling to the ground. I'm falling towards the portal.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And I reach and I grab Broomhild
No.
in my talons, grabbing her and bringing her down with me.
Roll. Oh.
And I disappear
Wait,
into
you
the
gotta roll for
emptiness
it.
of the portal.
Roll.
Gotta roll.
And
Me?
because it's such a because this is such a simple thing, you're already falling. The portal's underneath you. You're just doing a grab. The whole basis of Fungeons and Flagons is that if you do a simple thing, an 11
roll.
or higher is a pass.
Ooh.
Can I do something or no?
Damn
What
it.
would you want to do?
You've been fucking with me all night, Trisha.
I would like to use my entire family's magic to all hold hands and create a tornado that the eye of the tornado is right on Broomhild so that it would suck her back up.
That
to
sounds
pull her
complex.
Against.
16 or higher for that. Troy, 11 or higher to succeed. Trisha, go first. Wait, Troy, go first.
14.
Okay, so it will work. Trisha, I need a 16 or higher to save Broomhild.
14.
Oh no!
Can you come up with 2 great puns?
Can you come up with
They have to be wind-based.
Broomhild will not die today.
Yeah, that's better. But yes.
And
Wind-based.
Broomhild
Elaine?
Broomhild, that's too dirty.
I blew you away with my kissing skills.
That's
Broomhild,
it. No,
Broomhild blows me away.
time's done.
With kisses. I didn't know the pun rule.
Time is done. Time is done. Tell me how this goes, Voldragon.
Oh no.
Sneering, his jaws pulled tight by the grin and satisfaction, knowing that even in his last act of malicious, treacherous defiance to his own demise, he grabs Broomhilda and pulls her with her, clutching it to his chest, exposed with the arrow, coursing with black blood and fire as he falls like a rocket straight towards the portal. And he looks up straight at Elaine and he mouths the words,
You will always be alone.
and the void envelops him.
Trisha, to be fair, I think I can feel you getting. There are no rules. We added a rule that if you could do a pun, you get a +1. That was just made up here. So there are no rules. But because Elaine has a bad habit of making them, I was like, +1 for the pun. So they were trying to use that as a way to bump you. But there was also a time restraint. And there was so much pressure behind that. So it was a whole thing. Elaine fucking surge.
Oh. 6. Uh-oh. That's not going to be good.
No, it's not. Everyone within 100 feet, which is everyone here, is affected by fairy fire, including the character. The color of the fire is random. This is entirely harmless unless there are hidden or invisible people who don't know fairy fire is harmless and they think they are on fire, or people who have a fear of fire. That is thanks to Nick Perry.
So
you would have discovered the illusions, but who the real one was, but he got into Voldragon. So I guess everyone is literally bathed in fire whilst Broomhild got sucked into a portal. Yes, Broomhild.
May I do something?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I would like to attempt is to use my new incredible Mold 21 plant powers.
Yeah. Yes.
To as I'm being pulled through this portal by Voldragon, I reach out and I pull with the might of my plant power. I pull a thick root down from one of those bookshelves into the portal with me because I want to use it to climb out.
Yes, roll.
Yes.
Even I want this to work. Even I want this to work.
19.
You got a 19? Yeah. So the portal is like thrumming with power and there is a root that has been sucked into it. So you are holding on for dear life with that one. A 19 here. God, I don't even know who the fuck's turn it is right now. This is so
my turn. I'm going to teleport. And I'm going to go get lamps.
Do it.
Out of the tower.
Yeah, nice. Okay, go.
Let's
Roll.
swoop down and help Broomhild lamps. Come on.
Roll for teleport.
Teleport. I got Bear's gauntlet. Lamps, I can understand you. Let's go.
It was his amulet.
Slow down. Roll to teleport to rescue lamps.
To get lamps.
Yep, roll.
A 9. Oh,
You're
shit.
trapped in
Never
the
mind.
tower.
What's that?
You're in the tower with lamps.
Yes. I
Yeah,
rolled
you-
a 9.
Yep. You teleported into the tower.
Uh-huh.
You're in the tower.
Oh, okay. That's the end of my turn. I'm stuck in the tower.
Yeah, you rolled a 9. You teleported. You just
God,
didn't
but you
teleport
did
back.
but a great job. I got some consolation prizes for you. Tell them what he's won there, Carrie.
I dealt at the washing machine. Oh, my goodness. Lydia, it's up to you. I'm in the tower. I'm stuck for some reason. Help.
Lydia, it is your turn. So we got Elaine stuck in the tower. Broomhild sucked through the portal with Voldragon. The army's back in there as well. Forgot about the army's back in there as well. That's all cool.
How is Broomhild's climbing?
She's
going.
slowly but surely, hopefully doing that. She's still
So
on the
in
outside.
my imagination, you could see like one hand reaching, and you know it's mine because I've got all the Goliath tattoos. You can see one hand reaching through.
Yeah, that's
Dragon.
what's happening. So the rules here are, Fungeons, just tell me what's going on.
Love it.
Yeah. So the tower that Elaine is stuck in is the tower I made, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had set that spell so that I can control the duration of the tower. So by closing my eyes and just doing a little shake, it disintegrates.
Yep. Boom. Elaine, lamps back. Love it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to sit there and say, I'm gonna just come right to the front of the portal and sit right by the edge of the portal, and say,
Don't.
"Let this work. Please let it be. Let my very first love be free." And
I got to give you a +1 for that.
and hope that Broomhild and try to have Broomhild come out of the portal and back to us.
Yeah, I'll give you. You rhymed. That's a pun. I'll
Okay.
+1. +1 for the pun. I'll give you a +1 for the pun.
It's beautiful.
Oh, baby. So I got an 18 plus 1 is a 19.
Broomhild, you hear this beautiful sonnet. What would you like to do? What happens?
I feel this leap in my chest because I mean, obviously I felt like there was chemistry between us, but I didn't know if it was just because I was a teenager, and you never know if these things are real, but it really feels like Lydia's feeling the same way too. And it feels like there's like a fish hook that's pulling me up from my chest, and I land on my feet. I come surging out of that portal, I land on my feet, and it's pretty graceful for me, but it's right in front of Lydia, and I look very bold and brassy and intrepid and so beautiful.
So Broomhild, emerging from this portal, Lydia there ready to catch her in her welcoming arms. Beautiful moment happens. At this current moment, Voldragon is on the other side of the portal. Everyone else is in the academy. It is technically Voldragon's turn. Actually, it's Lamps' turn. You rescued Lamps.
Let's go, Lamps.
So Lamps isn't magic based, so Lamps doesn't really know how to stop a portal, but does deduce that 2 shards have fallen over and just feebly sapping the it's a bit sad, but the magic is feebly being sapped into the shards.
Yeah, Lamps doesn't understand English, but clearly has deduced that it's the shards in this room that are
Cool.
the
So Lamps attacks the portal. Well done, Elaine. Thanks. I was going to do something real wicked, but you're right. Lamps is just a griffin. Lamps attacks the portal with a 4. Lamps goes through the portal.
God damn it, Elaine.
Well, I'm riding Lamps. Okay, here we go. Oh no.
Are you riding Lamps?
Yes, I have been this whole time. Yeehaw! Here we go. If anyone's going to stop Voldred once and for all, it's going to be us. But after his turn.
Lamps and Elaine have gone and charged into the portal. Voldragon, it's your turn.
The Voldragon has not gone through the portal all the way. There's one claw comes up to the top of the portal.
Oh no.
And another comes up, pulling himself up as one wing resting himself there, still bleeding, the black blood and fire. And no one had noticed that someone else had come through the portal. And standing there is Voldred in his dragon form, looks at the feet, his eyes going up, and standing before him is his father, bearing down on him with such disappointment in a language inaudible to everyone else.
That's right.
He looks at his son and says, "You were always a disappointment." And his father kicks Voldred, sending him flying into the abyss, screaming.
I did not see
Father,
that.
go ahead.
I
Go
didn't-
back.
I didn't see that coming.
Just incredible.
I don't know what to do. Vold
Lamps,
Dragon.
get us out of here, Lamps. Let's fly out of the portal now. Come on, let's go.
Lance is going to fly. Do you want to teleport him?
Yes, I'll teleport Lamps. Come on, hang on, buddy. Poof, poof.
Roll. Just need an 11 or higher. Fucking hell.
Nope, it's an 8, so maybe Lamps and I are going to hang in here for a little bit. Maybe we can befriend Vold.
Lamps rolled a 12. Lamps goes, ugh, this is why I'm sad. And then flies both of you through the portal on the other side where the army has gone. Voldragon has gone. Lydia is on the other side. Brumhild has been rescued. They are in an embrace entwined with each other. This all seems really happy.
Just gentle.
Lydia's father is really does not know this about the daughter who he's last seen since she was 5 years of age. So Mr. Stonewall is like, I guess that's happening. And starts slowly clapping. And everyone starts clapping. And Labs is like realizing that clapping makes him feel good and everything's happening. And what's going to happen on your father is still technically on the other side of the portal. Voldred Sr.
Voldred's father has passed onto the other side of the portal. Which is how he was able to kick him to the other side.
Okay,
His
can I
father's
try to
standing there.
I
His
want to do
long-
something. Go ahead.
I was going to say, his father's standing there, his long, lithe form draped in a black cloak and his silvery hair. He walks over and he grabs the 2 remaining shards. Standing, looking over Lydia, looking over the armies, both heaving, sweating from war, grabs the shards and looking at the 2 of you, says,
I have never in my entire existence felt anything but pity for your race. But today, this war ends.
and each of his hands he holds the shards. And with the one hand, he shatters them. And each pieces go flying across the academy. And as he does, the academy itself even begins to dissipate as you realize all of it was just an illusion. All of the things that made up the walls begin to disappear. And the father steps into the portal.
Brumhild.
Oh, no, are we just in a field right now?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're in a field.
That's
You're in
right.
a field in the middle of this grove, this ancient grove that you'd only found the location of the academy because the draw of your magic was pulling you into it. You now have complete and utter understanding and control over the magic that is inside of you. The academy, the tattoo fades away into nothing, and you have complete ownership over you, and all the evil in this land has gone. Someone in the comments, Red Jello, says, is Brumhild age appropriate for the relationship with Lydia? And I would like to remind you that spider just aged Brumhild 15
32.
years. They're actually real tight.
32 and looking good, thank you. Keeping
Good.
it tight.
That's
Yes,
cute.
girl.
And that concludes the finale of Fungeons and Flagons, the Arcane Academy. Holy hell, what a trip that last episode was. We completely went an hour over. So thank you to my castmates who delivered such a spectacular ending to the Arcane Academy. Thank you again to all the backers for making this possible. Final thoughts before we go into the after show, guys. How do you feel about that?
We graduated, baby!
My
Well-
God, man.
Yeah.
Lydia?
I would have to say to everyone who saved a reroll for this episode, first of all,
Bless you.
well played, every single one of them. That was just the drama. Honestly, came from everyone. Those were the biggest turns, unexpected. Bravo and brava.
You officially graduated.
Troy, you are a terrifying mega villain.
Yay! I like playing the villain. There are no villains.
you are.
Everyone's a hero of their own story.
I
Even
have so
Voldred
many-
had his own tragic feeling.
I was so excited to see the two of you as guests today. I didn't know until you appeared. And
Was I
you
the one with the
two-
low ears?
Yeah,
Did I
you're
have
the
the
one
low
with the.
ears?
You got some low ears. We need to talk about it. But no, this was such a fucking great surprise. I'm just so excited that you two were the ones for the season finale. And I mean, obviously, Hector, this has been nothing but a pure joy watching you work. I feel
that's
like
where you are.
I feel like I've learned a lot. Maude, you are a goddess.
Yeah,
We don't
man.
deserve you on this planet.
No, we do
No
not.
one does.
We did it. Far out. The chat is blowing up, just saying best season yet. That was amazing. Hype, fantastic. You all did so well. I won't keep you for any longer. Thank you so much. And guys, if you do want to continue watching Fungeons and Flagons, please, we've done 3 full series of this on Geek Bomb. Tell your friends about it because it keeps getting better and better. And I want more eyeballs on this and the amount of work that goes into it, not only behind the scenes, but here with this crew here. It's so amazing and everyone should bask in its freaking glory, I say. Thank you again for Fungeons and Flagons. Trisha Hirschberger, thank you so much. Troy Baker, thank you so much. Kate Welsh, Hector Navarro, appreciate you. Big shout out to Marion, who has run technical this whole season as well. You're all the best. I'd say we'll see you next time, but go back and watch this from the start. Well met, friends. I bid you adieu. Bye-bye.